Hi everyone, it's Sphinx here, and today I'm bringing you a Hearth and Home Valheim build video. So Hearth and Home just came out a couple of days ago now, and that brought a bunch of new building items. I haven't managed to use all of them yet, but I've seen quite a few of them, and it makes a big difference, especially for like the interior builds and then also like some exterior parts of the builds. So pretty excited to do my first build using this stuff. Honestly, I haven't played Valheim in quite a while now, but this stuff kind of interested me enough to come back. So hopefully you like this video. If you do, please do leave a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. And yeah, let's jump into the video. So the first thing you're going to need to do is flatten out some ground. This is sort of the area I've flattened out, and I've picked a starting point. And then you're going to start with the wood beam 2 meters, and we're going to go 8 along and 6 deep. So I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we go 6 deep here. Like that, and then basically just close off this rectangle. Okay, so when you're done, it's going to look like that. We're going to add a front corridor on just here, which is going to be like maybe like 3 long by 2, just right in the middle of that rectangle. And then I'm going to add a little outside area just up the back here, which is going to be a 3 by 3 block. So once you're done, and from the starting position, it's going to look something like this. Now the next thing I'm going to do is grab my wood pole 2 meters, and basically every sort of 3 along, I'm going to place the wood poles 2 high, with the exclusion of this middle bit here. I'm going to leave a gap of 2 in the middle here, something like that, 2 high here, and there we have it. So as you can see, it's 3, and then in the middle here there's a gap of 2, and then it's 3 again, 3 on the outside, 3 on the outside, and then just the same for this little section over here. Next thing we're going to do is just tie off this on the upper side here with the wooden poles again. And once you're done, it's going to look something like this. Well, it shouldn't look something like this, it should look exactly like this. As you know, if you've seen any of my other Valheim videos, I like to basically create the frame of the house first, just because I think it makes it a lot easier as you sort of develop into the build, and it keeps it simple. So, depending on where you've built this, you may or may not need to add in some stairs at the front here. Now obviously I've just kind of built it on a bit of a slope, so I'm adding these in. If you haven't, don't worry about it. Then I'm just going to add in some of these wood posts just at the bottom here, so that I can basically cover it with the roof and not have my wooden stairs rotting everywhere. Next things is using these dark wood gates. Now these are new from the Hearth and Home, and I think they look really nice as like a main entrance. So we're using these, and then we're going to go ahead and fill in these walls at the front here, around the side. We're going to leave this bit here because this is going to be a half wall section. And my new favourite thing to do since Hearth and Home came out is to grab these crystal walls and basically use them as windows. So I'm going to put them around the side which basically faces the sun. This is this side for me, you could do it on whatever side faces the sun for you, and just around this corner here. And then I'm going to tie off the top bits just with these half walls. Once we get to this little extension on the side here, I'm going to grab the wood half walls and just go around the bottom halves. So now that we've got the main frame of the building and the walls added in, I'm going to go ahead and add the flooring on the interior. Take out these poles because you can't really walk over them very well from the inside. And I'm just going to fill in the bottom with the standard wood floor 2x2. Now what you're going to want to do is leave a block of 3 just in the back right corner, and we're going to place the stone floor 2x2 in here. And this is going to be pretty much the only place in the house that we leave in these wood beams on the floor. So if you've got them anywhere else, I had a few here to begin with, I took them out, and also at the front door here, because you're not going to be able to walk over these very easily if they're still in there. So I'm going to take them ones out, and then we're just going to fence off the ones just in this back corner, because we're going to have our campfires here. We're going to add in 3 of these campfires, then we're going to add in the new iron cooking station, pop one of these in like this, and then we're going to have a cauldron, and then we're going to start to create a couple of rooms here. So grab the wood wall half, and then we get the 1x1, other 1x1, and add in these half walls here. I'm going to start to use some of these dark wood poles, sorry. One of them there, grab the arch, pop one there, add in a dark wood pole there, and then the arch just there. And I think these are supposed to be like window shutters, the wood shutters, but I like to use them as little like indoor separators. I like to keep them something like that. And then we're going to have another wood wall here, close that off, and then these little dividers, I like to use these sort of raised off the ground like that, and then we're just going to add in something like that maybe. Looks alright, looks pretty good. And then just do the same again on this side. That's the half walls along the top and the bottom. Grab these dividers for in between and then tie them off with the dark wood beam. So that's our little kitchen area. This little bit at the side of this is going to be the bedroom area. Add these shutters in, and then we're going to need obviously one of these dark wood beams along the top, like that. And then we can add in, you know, whatever bed you have at the moment. I always just use the dragon bed if I can afford to build them, which I can in this instance. Pop in one of them. I'm going to use these new blue lights just because, you know, it's the whole point of this video is to show off some of the Hearth and Home items. So we'll do that, and we'll just put in some of the old banners here as sort of a decorative touch. So I think this looks pretty good as it is right now. What I'm going to do is come over here and add in one of these hot tubs. So if you just turn it at an angle, and it sort of locks in, but it doesn't lock in very well. But if you just take it off, kind of clicks out and into this pretty nice position here. A couple of sitting logs, also new items. Pop these as a sort of drying area for when you get out the hot tub. Now it does look quite dark in this corner. I'm not sure. Could probably take these ones out and just add in some of the crystals again. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. So we're going to grab the round table, pop that in there. Again, use some of these dark wood chairs. You don't need to use these, but like I said, they are new, and you know, why not? If they're new, you might as well use them, right? They do look a lot nicer than the regular ones as well. Let's add in some more decorative pieces. So a couple of treasure chests, a couple of coin stacks, and then last but not least, I'm going to just grab a couple of the rugs. A couple of deer rugs for in here, a couple of lox rugs around the dining table, and then you guys already know we're going to have to put the wolf rugs in the master bedroom. I think I'm happy with that on the inside. I'm not going to spend too much time. I'm just kind of playing around with the new items here. But I am going to go ahead and start to form the roof. So we're going to grab the wood wall 45. Now this is just the standard ones which have always been in the game. But we are going to use the shingle roof 45. And basically just go around the complete outside of the structure here. Now this is the new roof, and it looks 1,000,000 times better than the hay roofs that we've been using for so long. Now on this side I'm going to go with the shingle roof 45 and then the roof ridge here, just because it looks a little bit nicer to have it like this on the far side. And I'm going to take it out an extra one as well, because again, looks a little bit nicer. I'm tempted to leave this open, but I don't know if I do want to do that. I think actually I'm going to take the wood wall 45, place that in there, and close this off with a normal wall, and then maybe just one of the wood cross 45s, and then just add in the roof ridge again on the other side. Once you've taken this back ridge all the way across, you're going to get to this side, which is going to need a little bit of extraction. So we're going to use the shingle roof eye corner here, just on the bit over the first fire basically. Actually, we will add the wood cross just here, and then we can grab the shingle roof 45, place it on the end like that, place another one on this side. So that looks pretty nice to me actually. And then the last thing we need to do is just build up this section here. So I'm just gonna, this should be a pretty simple step. I'm gonna grab the exterior corners, slot them into place, grab our roof shingle 45, put those into place, a couple of wood crosses in just for good measure, and then the shingle roof 45 degrees just to top that off. Okay, so once you're done, it should look something like this. Now I think this looks pretty nice. The shingle roof looks so much better than the old roof that we had to deal with. So this is nearly done now. We just need to add in some finishing touches, and for me that's going to be grab the shingle roof 26 degrees now and basically go around the whole outside of the structure. And I used to do this a lot on my other builds with the old roof, and I think it looked really, really nice. So we're just going to do the exact same here. Obviously missing out the corners because they will require a different piece. So just being around, add some finishing touches in, grab the standard wood beam and just go across the top. Just so it kind of matches up with the rest of the building, which actually does have a outline on it, like the top here. And yeah, this is going to be the end of the outside of the building at least. Let's go have a look at how it is inside. Obviously could do with some work, but I think it honestly looks pretty nice right now. I'm going to grab the sconces and place a couple of these around the house just so it looks a little bit brighter. And the only thing which I actually forgot to do was make use of these new cauldron upgrades. So now what we can do is hang our spice rack up, grab our butcher's table, and then we also have these pots and pans. So let's just hang them above the fire. Pretty happy with how this has turned out. There we go, hopefully you like this video. It's a Hearth and Home update, I don't know, build video, I guess. Exterior and interior done in this, although obviously you can do more work and sort of put in some more storage, but if you've seen any of my other videos, basically I like to keep all my storage separate in little storage huts, so I don't really put in too much storage anymore. But I think you can definitely do a lot more with the interior in this, but it's just somewhere to get you started if you haven't had any experience with the newer pieces yet. So yeah, like the video if you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and yeah, leave a comment if you'd like to see me build something else in Valheim. Not sure how much I'll be playing this game. I'm really looking forward to New World coming out at the end of this month, so I'll be playing a bunch of that, hopefully bring some videos to you guys, so keep posted for that. And yeah, have a good day guys, see you after.